Welcome back to the Cousin Collective. I am your girl Monet,
And I am your girl Capri
and we're back with another episode.
on this great Labor Day weekend.
Yes. Um, I was supposed to have 3 days off, but I clocked in this morning,
That's
being a
good.
go
Get them,
getter.
get them hours. I today's Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got up and went with Khalil to get a new car yesterday.
Oh, you got a new car?
Yes, it's
Oh,
time. It's been a long
congratulations!
time. So he's thank God because I was over.
The old school truck.
Yes, I was over it. So spent that part of the morning doing that, and then went got my scalp cleaned, got my hair done, and got me a couple orders, and came back home and did some work. And I think I went to bed. I think I was in bed by 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's good.
I was tired because I think on Friday when I came home, I just came in and started. Did I come in? Yeah, I think I came home and started doing stuff per usual. But I was like, I needed to be. I knew I needed to be in bed at a decent time because I didn't want to be. I knew once I woke up yesterday, I was gonna be up for a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to be groggy and cranky. So I think I went to bed early Friday night too. So I can't say that for the night. 'Cause I still got a lot of stuff to do.
Well, that's what's up. I'm still
I
trying to
feel good.
recover from my air mattress days for the past, well, for about, what was it, like a week?
Oh yeah, girl, why you want sleeping on the couch?
It wasn't comfortable. Like
Um,
my body, the memes when they be saying like you think you 25, but your body be telling you that you 30, Yeah, it's one of those. And the air mattress was not any better.
uh,
But Koviana hit my home, half of my home. So I was a caretaker for a couple days. And now I'm just trying to get back to some rest. I'm
Thank God that
exhausted.
thing gone. Thank God that thing gone.
Girl, it was a mess. It was a mess trying to keep me and the other half or the other child safe and then take care of the husband and one child. Yeah, it was taxing. So,
Good job. Being a caretaker is a lot.
and it's crazy because right before they got it, I was like thinking in my brain, like, ooh, we've been a whole 2 years and never had COVID in our home. And then boom, a couple days later. So be careful what you think.
Girl, that's how it was in here. Everybody in this mud had Rona at the same time.
It's crazy.
We all was positive. We went. I wish I told Khalil the night that we went and got tested. I was like, I wish I would have recorded this. Cause it was just, we just looked just like a little dysfunctional family. We all in there because the kids had already been tested at the doctor. So me, him, and Kenya went and got, at the site and just the whole experience. And then I got that darn text message. It was like positive. I was like, I be damn. All because somebody sent their child to school sick
Sick. Hmm.
and exposed other children and exposed families. If y'all sick, stay home.
Stay
If your
home.
child has a fever, stay home. At this point, when Felipe has a runny nose, he stays home.
Because you
Cause
just don't know
you
anymore.
get tired of, you don't want to keep testing them and traumatizing them. Just stay home. Just stay home. If he's coughing and he got a consistent cough, he's staying home. And he has, like,
Hmm.
he's been home this past week. So he had fever and cough. I mean, yeah, the flu going around, people get colds, but you just don't even want to chance it.
It's just being respectful for other people's households, right?
Exactly.
Because while you don't want to take off of work, maybe the next parent doesn't either, right? And so just be respectful for other people's
Hmm.
households. Just be
And you don't know
respectful.
what nobody got going on. Some people probably don't have the time left. They got to take unpaid PTO that off, and you don't ever know what someone's situation is, and you don't know that how how much you could be really affecting another household
Hmm.
because of your poor decision.
Yep.
Like there was this guy on TikTok
Hmm.
who had posted. I don't know if you've seen this or cousins. I don't know if y'all had seen this going around. Um, I saw it like maybe 2 weeks ago. He had made a post. He was going to McDonald's and he had the monkeypox. Did you see that?
Girl.
And I
Yes.
remember reading the comments because I always go to the comments. I went to the comments and people were just like, you had people who were like, going off on him, but then you also had people who were like, this is fake. Well, come to find out, it was fake. He was trying to do a social experiment, and so y'all can go TikTok and find the monkeypox dude. But the thing is that people do that.
Hmm.
People will be sick and then go, like I said, put themselves in a public environment with no care for or regard for. That's the problem with a lot of people in this world. No one has regard for another person's life.
Hmm. And then people don't practice proper hygiene either, and you be coughing and
You
sneezing
should
while
cough
you
in.
and
You should cough in the cuff of your arm, people. You don't cough and you cough in your hands. You're not going. You're not going to wash your hands, okay? And you're gonna go touch everything, and then that spreads and that spreads and that spreads. And I don't understand why it's so hard to get people to wash their hands. It's just laziness.
hmm.
I don't understand why it's hard to get people to cough in their arms. That's just laziness.
Hmm.
You either lazy or you are just like, I'm not
Careless.
gonna say heartless, but you don't care.
Hmm.
Like you really don't care. I guess you can say heartless. I feel like you heartless if you know you're sick and you're spreading germs because you don't know who could come in contact with those germs and how it really could affect their body. There are people walking around here who have compromised immune systems,
Yeah.
and a simple cold can off them forever, like unalive them. Like
Yeah.
y'all gotta do better. Y'all have to do better. So
Girl, how about yesterday? Charlie comes out the bathroom with big eyes and this terrified look on her face. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, mommy, look." And she shows me her hand and she has these dots in
mhm.
her hand, right? She thought she had monkeypox. She lost it.
Oh my gosh.
They were playing with the air pump
And it was the
and it
indentation.
made indents on her hand. I
Oh,
wish
Jesus, be
I could have
offense.
recorded because my heart dropped. I didn't know what she was scared of running out the bathroom.
That's
My baby
hilarious.
thought she had the monkeypox
She thought she had pox.
from red little
That's,
dots.
and it's funny, but it's like, dang, it's sad that these kids got to be so aware of this kind of stuff.
Hmm.
I wasn't thinking about this kind of stuff when I was young.
No. And she takes it very
Absolutely.
serious because when she went to school, her friends that she didn't see since last year, they wanted to hug her. She was like, "No, nobody touched me. Mm-mm, back
I
up."
know that's right. She
She
was like,
came home and told me, she was like, "I ain't letting nobody touch me because I don't want no monkeypox." I was like, "Okay."
my girl said, look, I already done had the Rona. I ain't got time. I done had to stay home and miss school the first week. Ain't nobody got time for that.
She ain't playing.
Mm.
So nobody touches Charlie. Nobody gets close. She do that 6 feet now. She don't play. She don't play. She don't play. I love it though. I love it. She's not
Yeah.
mean about it. Very, very gentle about it, but she ain't playing. Nobody ain't
Yeah,
touching her.
gotta be aware, honey.
Yep.
Gotta protect yourself because at the end of the day, ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Mm-mm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm-mm.
Well, cousins, I was on Black Twitter and I actually saw this video first on no, let me take that back. I've been on Black Twitter and TikTok. This is from TikTok. So I was on TikTok and I came across this video that's circulating. I think it made the shade room. Um and then I'm just gonna let y'all see it and then we'll come back and we'll discuss. This is just one of several, but we'll discuss. Here we go.
This woman here has put this hot mess in my head and is now calling the cops on me because I don't want to pay for it. And I asked her to take it down.
A service for an individual. However, I had solid issues at my salon, so I couldn't render it.
This
today.
woman has put this in my
now it's
head
getting to the end of the
and wants me to
and
pay
she's
for it.
not willing to pay. So I advised her that step by taking if she does not want to pay for the service. However, she asked me to take the service down. I told her that I could, but that's still a fee. However, she's not willing to pay anything.
Don't lie to
So
the
at
police,
this
babe.
point-
I asked her to
at
give me
this
my money
point,
back
while I'm
because
standing
this is
in
a
front
hot
of her
mess and she can
vehicle,
take this
they have
out.
her license plate on her. She's trying to leave and she's yelling outside
Babe,
the
I'm not
apartment.
trying to leave and they can watch the
She's
video.
yelling outside the apartment.
Okay, well, they can watch my video.
Yeah. She's trying to leave in a Murano, I think SL, navy blue, and she's recording me, but I haven't did anything wrong.
You're lying to the police right now, so
I'm
I'm
not
just
lying to you.
you're lying to the
right here.
babe, you're lying to the police right now and you're on video, so you're lying to the police right now.
Okay, so that's the gist of it. I will say that the cops did show up, and
You said they did show up.
basically the cops did show up. There's more videos. Y'all can go check it out. Uh, like I said, they have them all on Shade Room, but they're on TikTok. The cops did show up and basically told her there was nothing that they could do in that moment. That the service was provided. She had to pay for the service, and then she could take her information and go file a lawsuit for a civil suit, small claims or whatever you want to call it. So, how you feel about that?
I guess I get the legal aspect of it, which is some crap. Um, you gotta do your research, man. You know, so many people be stealing people pictures online, as their own work. I wonder if she found her online and saw some pictures that were allegedly hers. Um, I don't know. I'm not. Do people not see what their stylists are doing while they're doing their hair? I like to look, feel. I know that probably gets on stylists' nerves, but I want to know that it's being done, because if it's not being done, I'm not gonna let you finish the whole thing, right? A- And then be unhappy. If I see that it's not being done correctly in the beginning, we gonna stop. We just gonna stop.
I agree. I will say this. I'm sure she found her online. I don't know, but I'm sure because it's 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen videos. I've been that person, not that horrible, but I've been that person where, um, well, it ain't even, and not just even hair. Okay, it could be other services too, where you see their work and you know it's their work, but then they give you terrible service.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's just you didn't do your research, but sometimes it's beyond your control because, but like you said, it's a let me see,
Mm-hmm.
let me see, let me feel, because you know just like when I got my locks, when I got my locks started, the first
Mm-hmm.
time I did it, the second time I took them down and had someone else, just because I started with two-strand twists, but
Mm-hmm.
I wanted them braided down a little bit and then twisted. Well, the girl that did them, and she did a good job, but in the beginning, I told her exactly how I wanted them as far as the sizing.
Mhm.
And in the back, she was making them very big. So before she got through the first row, I was like, mm-mm, I want them half that size.
Mhm.
So she took them down and redid them. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why people let these stylists. Let's just talk about these stylists for a minute. These new age stylists is what they're calling them, and I don't know how much you be seeing on the interweb, but you have those stylists who um make you come already washed, blowed out. Basically, half the job is already done. They're charging you for a full service. You have them who have all of these a la carte charges. Shoot, my like Tisha told me yesterday that there's someone who charges people for clips, the clips that they put in our hair. I was like, I know you mother effing lie. She was like, I get reasonable stuff, right? Reasonable charges, but y'all charging people to come and literally sit in your chair to breathe and breathe.
Bro, what you doing? Buying new clips per client? Doubt it.
It's ridiculous.
That's
It's
crazy.
ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and
Girl,
it's
that's crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I personally don't go to the salon. I maintain my own hair, and I've always had. Is it good? Is it? Does it feel good to let somebody else do my hair? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It really does. But I can't get with it. I was taking my girls before they got locks to a stylist. I couldn't get with it any longer. I can't stand and sitting there forever because you got 10,000 other people in line too. Um,
Yeah,
the nickel and the diamond. I'm not saying don't charge
right. What you're worth.
appropriately, right?
Yeah,
But come on now, you're doing too much.
there's a lot of price gouging going on in the black hair community,
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
it's evident. It's
Hmm.
evident, and so you're going to charge that woman know that her hair. What are
Was
those
messed
called?
up.
What are those called? What kind of
Prologue.
locks? Fro locks, honey. That is horrible, and she knows that
Mhm.
that is terrible work.
And
And then
here's
you're
my
gonna
thing: if
charge
you
me
know
to
you
take.
can't
You're
do
gonna
it,
charge me to take them down
right? If you know you can't do
and
it, be keep it real, man. Like you know what I'm saying.
yes.
And I know like there are days that I go to work that I don't feel like being at work. I would rather a stylist cancel on me
Then
for whatever
put
reason.
that
You can make up
energy
whatever
into my
reason.
head.
Right.
Right.
Yep. You can make up whatever reason you want to. I'd rather you cancel on me than me to go and it's a day that you don't feel up to it. Cause
Hmm.
we do have those days. I get it.
Right. Right.
And I'll be walking out looking like that. But nah, you need to be seeing when I have gone to a stylist, I be looking in some mirror
Hmm.
somewhere to
Hmm. I
make
don't
sure
care who I
that
offend.
it
I'm gonna
looks
check.
good.
I'm checking my hair, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
also say that I don't know what her what that girl's her habits are, but it's like when you find a good stylist, stick with them because stylist hopping is not cool, and that's the kind of stuff that you can end up. You see somebody do something, oh, I'm gonna go. No, you need to find someone who. When I had a hair braider, I had two hair braiders. One was this particular African shop downtown Apex. There was one girl in there that I would let do my hair, and then the other one was Tracy. God rest her soul. Um, Not saying that I didn't have other hair braiders in the past, but once I got to that point where I was getting my hair braided, those were the people that I stuck with. When my hair was straight and perm, I had a beautician. Now, did I have to find other people? Yeah, but I wasn't hopping around. If I
Mhm.
felt like I needed to leave, it was because I felt like we no longer fit each other.
Mhm.
My loctician has been my same loctician for the last year, maybe year and a half. Can I maintain my locks? Absolutely. But I like to go get my hair done. I like to get my scalp. I told her when she put me in that sink, I said, "It's the only reason I come. I like to go get my hair washed. And I like that." And
Mhm.
then she does that. I love my getting my hair steamed and all that stuff. I like the little, all of the extra little stuff she does. But am I gonna be loctician hopping? No.
Right.
Because you don't know what you're gonna get yourself into. A lot of people jump ship because, oh, so and so, we were talking about this yesterday, you know, uh the loctician or the stylist or whoever might have to increase their prices for whatever reason, and you feel like, oh, I don't want to pay the extra 10 or the extra 12, so I'm gonna go find somebody else to do it cheaper. Well, you may get what you pay for.
Mhm.
Some people increase their prices because they want to, but most of these people are increasing their prices because they have to. Everything is
Mhm.
going up. I mean, including, myself, some things I had to increase prices on. But you don't want to, but it's like, why? Otherwise, you're gonna be working basically for nothing
For free.
and
Mhm.
for free. So like, you gotta make it make sense. This, y'all have to recognize on the flip side, you know, that these are people's livelihoods. But at the same time, the stylists have to stop this whole, I don't know what this new mess is with all of this. You come and you got to be have this done and have that done, or I'm going to charge you for this, that, and the third. And it's ridiculous. It's
It
price
starts with a
gouging.
capital L and ends with a Y. It's lazy.
Yeah.
One,
Mhm.
two. It's a combination of laziness and two, trying to get more clients in and out.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people have with entrepreneur. I think we talked about this before. Everybody is in life is not meant to become rich,
Exactly.
right? And so with entrepreneurship, I think sometimes people go into it with an idea of becoming rich, right? So they operate like that, right? So I think a
Mhm.
part of that is a part of that as well. The more clients
Yeah.
you can get in, the more money you can make, instead of maybe like improving your process.
They don't look at the customer service. They don't look at the
Right,
details of things. They're just putting out something. You don't even know if this person's hair being taken care of. You just
right.
doing it and just trying to make a dollar. And like a lot of people say, most of these people out here just trying to feed a
Mhm.
lifestyle that they see on the internet. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And it's not saying there's anything wrong with having a particular lifestyle. All these different lifestyles is floating around, child, soft lifestyle, this lifestyle, that lifestyle. But be an honest entrepreneur. be
Mhm.
be fair. Like, that's ridiculous, the stuff that the amount of money that they charge for some of the things, and the services they do. And I try my hardest to not talk about what people charge, because I understand on the other side when you're honestly
Mhm.
charging what it is and you're not trying. Sometimes I charge people stuff, and sometimes I'm gonna lie, sometimes I'll be like, ooh, shit, that hurt me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But you
Mhm.
have to, or you're
Mhm.
gonna be working for free. And that's one thing I know. That's one thing I don't do.
Mhm.
I don't work for free. I don't.
Right.
I don't. I don't. In any circumstance. Um. But yeah, and it's us. It's
Mhm.
always us. It's
Absolutely.
always us.
Absolutely. And then
Us.
one thing, your hair is your crown. Like,
Mm.
seriously, right? So the chair hopping, everybody,
Don't need to have their hands in your head, in your scalp.
no. I
You
believe
know.
in I truly believe in energy and
Mm-hmm.
spirits transferring, and I really think that has a lot to do with your hair sometimes. When people say certain people have growing hands, I just think it's like the positivity of them, right? And their genuine care about the treatment of your hair. It's
Mm-hmm.
the energy, in my opinion. It's the
Mm-hmm.
energy.
And
You
that's
wonder
another
why y'all be
thing.
walking
Like,
around here with no edges and
for real, I do see a lot of people. This is one of my annoyances. Everything isn't about, it's about
like,
the health of the hair,
mhm,
right? It's not about, it's about the growth of the hair, but it's not about the length of your hair. You can have long hair and have, your hair can be down your back, but your good hair is up here.
mhm.
Okay, like, it annoys me to no end when people be like, "Let me see how long your hair is," or "How long is
Why?
your hair," or "Let me do
Mhm.
the stretch." Like, it don't matter. Your hair is healthy. My hair was short for years, that short, but my hair was healthy. Just be long hair does not equate to healthy hair.
At
It
all.
really doesn't. It really doesn't. A lot
At
of hair
all.
does not equate to healthy hair. You can have all kind of dead mess growing, just out there just hanging. Okay, and I just want us to move away from that because it's just like, to me, it's just annoying. Don't tell me my hair is your hair is nice and long. Tell me my hair looks healthy if you want to compliment
Yeah.
my hair.
Hmm.
And
Right.
when it don't look healthy, just don't say nothing because it was looking trashy last week, child. It was looking trashy.
You are silly.
Girl, I gotta. As I said, I had to drink more water, child, because
Get it.
what you eat and what you drink comes out in your skin and in your hair.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. But these beauticians, locticians, hairstylists, it's a mess. It's a
Mm-hmm.
mess. You get uh, you gotta pay attention to the red flags,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them is just like we were taught in school when I was going to school for medical assistant. An indication of a greedy practice is a waiting room that's filled with people and long wait times. And I look at that same situation when I have that same scenario when I look at hairstylists.
Mm-hmm.
The gone are the days that I'm going to be sitting in anybody's salon all damn day. Okay. When I get to my appointments, if I have to wait, it's no more than 10-15 minutes. It's because they're wrapping up the one before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it also, and usually that's because they didn't start on time because the person probably didn't show up on time, and that's a trickle effect, and that's
Yeah.
fine. But there's no you getting ready to leave me under the dryer for a long period of time. And see, my loctician, she doesn't completely dry my locks. She dries them right enough because then they're nice and soft and you know the next day versus being all dried out and crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm not going to anybody. If I come to your salon, if I come to your salon and I'm waiting more than that 30 minutes to an hour, or if you get me back and you want to double flip me under the hair dryer just because you're trying to go get caught up or go do something else and leave me under the hair dryer for 2 hours, it's a dub. I'm out. I've gotten up and
Girl.
walked out of in the middle of a darn in the middle of getting my hair done, and I'll do it again. And I'm gonna let you know why, but I'll do it again because you're not getting ready to start somebody else's hair in the middle of my appointment and literally leave when it's one thing to start on somebody, but literally like that one girl when I had a perm, she was literally starting a perm. I was in the middle of getting my hair done. She stopped doing my hair to go start a perm. No, no,
No.
absolutely not. No. You gotta have better time management skills and stop being so greedy.
I
Because you're
was
messing
talking
up
about this
everybody's time.
yesterday with someone. Like, my last hair salon experience was my 30th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember when I had booked an appointment for a quick weave bob, but the stylist, she had an emergency, so she had to cancel.
Yeah.
So I went searching, searching, searching. I found somebody who was taking me in. My appointment was at 4:30. I did not leave the salon until 9 o'clock. Did you hear me?
That
Four
is not
thirty to
cool
nine
for a
o'clock,
quick
and I
weave.
had a quick weave bob, bro. Quick
That
weave
was
bob.
unnecessary.
I sat under that dryer forever, and she did like 3 heads while I was waiting for my hair to dry.
And if she could not do it and get you in and out, then that's okay. Say that up front. But that's just like all they see is dollar signs. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? That's like me or I'm not putting no more. I'm not overwhelming myself.
mhm,
And then on top of that, sometimes that can come with a bad outcome
mhm.
because
Yeah.
now you're rushing
Yep.
to get people through and you're not completely doing what you're supposed to be doing with these people's heads, and somebody may not be happy because you didn't do a good job. Girl, give me
Yeah. No more salons. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I would never go because,
stop.
again, I do enjoy the the pampering part of it,
You
right?
just gotta find the right one
Right.
and do your due diligence. But there are people out there who, I mean, for instance, this isn't salon, but it's a service. We had our 20-year class reunion back in what 2017. Hired a decorator. Her work is impeccable. I went down, met with her. Well, not went down. We met up. I discussed everything that I wanted as far as the decor of this event because it was supposed to be old Hollywood. And I mean, I wanted the peacock feathers. I wanted the Eiffel Tower centerpieces with the peacock feathers coming out. We wanted all of that, right?
Mhm.
Girl, get there, and it looked like a church banquet.
Mm-mm.
I was so pissed. I'll never forget that night. I was so pissed. I called her and let her have it, and I let her have it days after that. Like she did refund us some money. It could have been more shit. She should have refunded us everything, but whatever. But she totally did not give what she gives for whatever reason. I don't know the real reason, but she definitely got over. And part of that could have been possibly prevented had I not, well, we not been so entrusted in her because she came heavily recommended and some of the people on the team knew her.
Mhm.
And I will say my error was, even though I had told her to send me, because the event was an hour away and I was, working that day that she went to go set up.
Mhm.
She was supposed to send me video and she didn't. She said she had forgotten. I didn't trip about it. So we didn't find out until we got down there. Oh, you intended not to.
Yep, because she knew she didn't deliver
And then
what she was supposed to.
she tried to front like, oh, that's not what was said. Girl, what was you writing down? And if this is not what, if this is not what we talked about, then how did you get the color scheme? We asked you for like the Eiffel Tower. That was the dead giveaway right there. It was so specific. I wanted the pearls and all of that dropping down. I was like, we asked you for these Eiffel Towers and these centerpieces with the pearls. We had little baby Eiffel Tower sitting up under this little short centerpiece. It was just a hot mess. It was a hot mess. I said, so you can't tell me that you did not know what we were asking for because the bits and pieces were there, but there wasn't what we asked for. So
You
it
asked
was,
for this and she gave you this.
girl, or she didn't give us anything. We asked for a memory table. She didn't do that. It was just like the backdrop was horrible. Everything was just other people who did not know the people. Everybody loved it, but that's because they didn't know what the plan was, right?
Mhm.
Girl, I I was so pissed. Oh, I was so pissed. But that was a prime example of, this is her work. She not that her work is awesome,
Mhm.
but for whatever reason, she screwed us over, and we were paying this. We paid for this out of our pockets. So it's absolutely possible for people to be good at what they do, and then you just get shitty service when you go.
Yeah.
But it really sucks that you have to pay, or you can be considered stealing, or whatever the laws that protect them do. And but at the same time, this girl's gonna mess around and she's messing up her business because this has gone viral.
Mhm.
And even if you did my hair and you did it well, me personally, I would have a problem with you, because if this is how you operate, I don't want you doing my hair. I don't want to be paying you for anything.
Yeah.
So, girl,
Woo.
mm,
I would have been hot.
girl, them
Mm.
things look like stink.
Horrible. My kids could do a better job than that, Shouty.
Girl, she didn't even put no. Don't they usually put like edge control or something on them things? Was just her.
Her parts was this big and her locks was that small. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
And her hair was just as dry, like she ain't put nothing on it to like make it look sleek down or
Her
nothing. And
edges was all.
the locks themselves was just Poor thing. Girl.
Wow.
Mm. Well,
So the topic I have for today is, we ain't gonna hold you, but do you believe that God can speak to more than one person differently about the same subject? So, okay, I'll use what sparked this topic, right?
hmm
So the we'll call it the jab. That's what we're gonna call it on here. Um, the idea of getting the jab for the Rona, the vaccine.
oh, I was gonna say, what is the jam? Okay, you know I don't know what it
So,
is. Okay.
um, do you think that God could tell one person, or if someone says, "I'm gonna go to God on the idea," because it was a big topic about everybody being uncertain. It's always been a big discussion. Do you believe with anything, but something like that, us both can go to God on that subject, and He could tell both of us two different things as it relates to what you should do, or lead you to what you should do?
My answer is simple. It is yes. Simply because we are two different people on two different paths, two different bodies, and two different ways of perceiving things. So there's so many different ways and reasons why we could get a different message. And I would say the most easiest to explain is perception. We could just have, perceive things differently. You know, people quick to tell you, and I don't know if this is where you're going, but God told me to tell you. He ain't told me nothing, so
Yeah,
he ain't
yeah.
he ain't dropped not one sign. He ain't sent me no text.
Because I do believe, from that statement, I do believe that there are prophets and prophetess, right? I do believe in that, but everybody ain't.
Everybody ain't no prophet.
So
Everybody ain't no prophetess. So mm-mm.
sometimes people do use that saying,
hmm
or that
hmm
to try to really get you to do what they feel like you should be doing, and sometimes it ain't really a word from God speaking to you on my
This
behalf.
person.
It's your opinion.
Can I be honest with you on that?
Yep.
And some people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, but I'll believe someone that I don't know versus someone that God spoke to them about me, that
Hmm.
just walks up to me on the street, depending on what it is that they say, versus
Hmm.
someone who knows me. Because
I have to agree with that.
just like you said, a lot of that stuff that people who prophesy to you, who know you, a lot of that stuff is from their own personal feelings,
Hmm.
and they're trying to pass it off as a word of God or the word from God. And I'm like, oh, he ain't tell you that you need to be doing X, Y, Z.
I have to agree with that, though. I think it would be easier for me to believe a stranger over someone who does know me personally, because I think people have a hard time distinguishing between your personal opinion and really hearing from God. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um yeah, I agree with that. I never even really thought about that, but
So
you're
I'm gonna
right.
be real with you. When people close to me who prophesy to me, I just be like, or it could be their way of. It don't have to be from a negative standpoint. It could be them trying to push you into something, even greatness that they feel like
Mhm.
you. But it's usually because it's some people try to live through you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They don't necessarily know that ain't supposed to be your path. And I just feel like I if someone else just and people have walked up to me on the street and said stuff to me, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's just so detailed. You don't know me.
Right.
That has to
Right.
be God,
Mhm.
right?
Girl, I love when that happens. It's amazing.
hmm
But you're right. And I think we as people have to be more conscious of the fact that God can talk to us differently about the same thing.
hmm
Everything doesn't require a debate. It's just a matter of respect people's
Right.
choices and their reason. I mean, not that anybody really owes anybody an explanation as to why they do what they do in life, but if that conversation is being had, it's just a matter of respect. You know what I'm saying? If someone says, I in my whole heart believe that X, Y, and Z, but you in your whole heart believe the total opposite, that is
It is what
okay.
it is.
It is completely okay.
That's why
And
we're
you
all
waste
different.
right.
That's
We
what makes everything so beautiful.
we
The
talked about that
differences.
before. If we were meant to be the same,
We're
we would
not
have been
identical.
robotic.
Yeah, we're not identical. God's
Mm-mm.
given us free will,
Mhm.
free range to do whatever we want. I mean, some people do stuff they ain't supposed to do, and that's life. But at the end of the day, just respect other people's decision, especially when it doesn't directly. First of
Okay.
all, what goes on in my house, it has nothing to do with what goes on in your house. Okay,
Mhm.
if it doesn't directly affect you, and I'm gonna say, in the case of Rona, I've been vaccinated, double vaccinated, still got it. I know people who wear their mask, double vaccinated, boosted, all over the place, still got it. Yes, they say they say it depends, getting vaccinated and wearing a mask and stuff can decrease the severity of it. But it doesn't prevent you from getting it. And I think um, that's the part that a lot of people miss. You know, you can still get, just like with the flu. You can get
Mhm.
vaccinated and still get the flu. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You can get vaccinated from the chicken pox and still get it. How I know my kids had it. You know what I'm saying? You may not get a severe case of it, but you can get it. And I'm not saying don't. I'm not trying to sway anybody's views, but it's just those are facts,
Right.
right? Because it happened and it's happened in front of everybody's eyes. So just respect people for whatever decision they make. Because I mean, there are other things that we probably could get vaccinated against that a lot of us probably haven't. But the only reason we're making this such a, not saying a big deal, I don't want to make it seem like it's a light-hearted thing, but the why it's so talked about is because we actually lived through this panorama, right?
Mhm.
But they went through the same thing when the flu happened. You know what I'm saying? So any pandemic, everything's so heightened because we're actually living, we're part of history, we're actually
Mhm.
living through it. But at the end of the day, I don't condone shaming folks for what they choose to do and what they choose not to do.
Yeah, because
Because
the
at the
one
end of
this
the,
pandemic did it across the board, not even just with vaccinations. Like, and I'm not even talking about just people close to you, right?
yeah.
Society as a whole, they bash people who didn't wear masks.
hmm
People who didn't wear masks bash people who did wear masks. It,
It
the
just is,
vaccine,
it's
it was
both, it goes both
everything.
ways. Yeah, it's been both ways, both sides. And me personally, did I wear my mask? Absolutely. Am I conscious about people coughing around me and stuff? Yeah, but I was like that before the panorama. Don't be
Right.
coughing on me.
Yeah.
Don't cough and touch me. I don't like germs. So,
Yeah.
you know, I even though I'm vaccinated, I see both sides.
Mhm.
But it's still not my choice. And anything that happens to you, whether you get the vaccine or you don't, that is something that you have to deal with, not me.
Right.
We all have to deal with the consequences of our choices, no matter what
Mhm.
choice we choose.
Mhm.
So I personally am not getting ready to put energy into turning my nose up to somebody or trying to talk at them or talk down to them or shame them because they don't do the same thing that I do, or I don't feel like they align with my beliefs or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, do you, boo? It's none of my
Mhm.
business. I'm hungry.
It's not.
I'm hungry. No, for real, I'm hungry.
So am I. And my husband actually just came in the house with my yams and kale salad for lunch.
Look, speaking of God, Black Twitter. If y'all don't follow the Black Twitter on Instagram, it makes life so much easier. So you ain't actually got to be looking for this stuff on Twitter. Just go
Mhm.
follow Black Twitter page on Instagram. Somebody said, this girl said, I'm not gonna date again until God Himself sit on my bed and say, my homeboy trying to talk to you. I felt that because that's something that I say. He gonna have to come down, sit on my head, and tell me, look, he the one. Somebody commented and said, watch when you get there, he gonna be like, this my boy Judas.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
People are stupid.
It was like,
I swear you find some of the craziest stuff.
I mean, cry. Did you see what I posted on Facebook on my page? I laughed for
Mm-mm.
15 minutes before I posted that. I ain't.
What about the babies? Girl, yes. Talking about I'm tired of buying baby stuff. Use your butt.
Girl, the way I was in here laughing. One thing about me, I'm gonna find a way to laugh, y'all. I don't care
You
how
definitely
inappropriate it
are.
is. It's funny because the things that people think about is just. And sometimes I think sometimes when something is just probably, especially inappropriate stuff, you just be thinking, Lord, I'm sorry, or. But I ain't the only one, and it feels good to know I'm not the only one, cause Lord have mercy, girl, I was in here buckle over in tears. Somebody said no, but why do we all know know the Bible? Because everybody was like, not Judas.
Oh goodness.
Y'all, I be in tears. Oh God. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna create me a whole folder. Y'all gonna this gonna be my new thing. We gonna
You're gonna be the interwebs queen.
listen, cause I be here for I like to hear. Because the internet, you got your influencers and you this and you that, and you got all your celebrity stuff. I like to just know what the real folks are talking about,
Mm-hmm.
like regular everyday people, and that is, yeah, that had me cracking up. Okay, and
You
then
said
I'm done.
Black Twitter on Instagram.
On Instagram, it's black, yeah, Black Twitter, but Twitter doesn't have the E in it; it just has TTR. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna show y'all this one, and then we're done. It said nobody. Black people when we cooking something. Why is that the truth?
Girl, no, but for real. But for real.
I got two. I got two of them. And if they dirty, I'm getting me a little salsa or a little bowl or a paper towel. I don't know what it is about. Don't put no spoon down in the middle of the stove. Don't leave it in the pot. Don't put.
Mm-mm. Girl. But for real, that's
For
us all day long.
real. That's how we are. All right, y'all. I'm done. I'm congested now. I gotta go blow my nose. We will see y'all next week. You know what to do. Follow us on all social medias. Hit that notification bell. Whatever. Hit that notification bell. Make sure to drop some comments below, and tell a friend, and all that about.
All
Because
about the
yeah,
Cousin Collective.
we'll see you next week.
Holla.
Bye.